Hi everyone! Thanks so much for choosing my furniture flip video. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Donna from Creations. I paint, restore, and make over furniture as well as other DIY projects for around the house. I'm self-taught and I learn more with every project. Here on my channel, you'll find furniture makeovers and DIYs for around the house, and hopefully you'll learn some tricks, tips, and techniques that can help you with your own projects. If you like this sort of content, subscribe. I've got lots more to come and I'd love to have you along for the ride. In today's video, we're going to be redoing a vintage waterfall dresser, and I'm going to be adding some stencils for an additional detail, and I've never done stencils before. This is my first project, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so to begin with, I cleaned the dresser like I always do, and then these drawers needed, they had 2 holes for every pull, so I needed to fill one of them, so I did that. And then I started with the priming. I'm using the bin primer, and it is just a fantastic product. I can't say enough about it. It's a shellac based primer, so it blocks, and it's also a stain blocker and an odor blocker. So it's a really, really great product. I recommend you use it. It does smell a little bit, but it's nothing that is too overwhelming. So here I am priming the dresser, and now I'm going to do 2 coats of a light pink chalk paint on the drawers, and I'm painting the dresser itself in a white chalk paint, 2 coats as well. So I'm going to be stenciling on this dresser, and I've never actually used stencils before. I am used to free-handing paint. I normally paint the designs on all of my furniture, and I don't use stencils, but I thought I'd give it a try. So this was a cherry blossom design, and it also had a little bird with it, and I thought it was a really cute design. I thought I'd give it a go. So I just basically laid the stencil down, taped around the edges, and then I used a makeup sponge and some white acrylic paint, and I dabbed into the paint, and then I took off the excess, and then I just went back to the stencil, and I just I stippled up and down to try to really minimize the bleeding. And I did 2 coats. So I did 1 coat and then let it dry for not long, maybe a couple of minutes, and then I came back and did a second coat just to get the white as opaque as possible. There's not a lot of contrast. The pink of the drawer is quite pale, so I wanted the white to be opaque. And I was so pleased with how it turned out. It was really quick, and it was really, really cute. So I just kept going with this, putting the designs in different places. I wanted the design to be kind of here and there. So I did a bunch on the bottom and then a bunch on the top. And I kept it quite sparse. I didn't want it to look too busy. And so here you can see I'm taping off parts of the stencil that I didn't need to be using. So I could just use that particular branch there in the top right corner. So I just laid that down after I taped off the spots I wouldn't need, and just go ahead with the same process of stenciling using the up and down motion with the makeup sponge. And this way I was able to really fill in some of the spots of the stencil that were a bit too sparse for what I wanted. And again, if you like this sort of content, please subscribe. Love to have you as part of our family here. And I have lots more to come, lots of furniture flips. I'm going to be trying some different techniques. I'm going to be doing some hand painting, and I would love to have you along for the ride. And as well, I've got a few other furniture flip videos out, so please go check them out on my channel, and I really hope you enjoy them. If you do, give them a thumbs up. And as always, if you have any questions at all, just leave them in the comments and I'll definitely get back to you. All right, so here we're just finishing up the stencils. And this is the bird. So I just did that kind of on its own off to the side a little bit. And this was the top drawer. And then I put the drawers together again. This was me just trying to fill in some of the blank spaces. And so I let the first round of stencils that I did, I let the paint dry completely, and then I came in to fill in some of the gaps. It's always fun to try new techniques. Like I say, I hadn't done this before, and it was really good. I was really glad I did. And you can see here, well, some of my first ones, they bled a little bit, so I just took a bit of the base coat to clean up the edge. And then for the final touch, I put the drawers back in, stood it up, and I thought it needed a couple more little bits of branches here and there, so I put those in. And then I did my clear coat, and I added gorgeous diamond knobs just to add that little sparkle, and it turned out so great. It's so pretty and feminine, and I just absolutely love it. I hope you do too. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.